Good morning, you all. Thank you so much for joining for another moment with Pastor Jeff. I'm so excited to be on here each morning with you, Monday through Friday at 8 o'clock, as we discuss things that might inspire, encourage, or just give you a little bit of hope. So this morning, I want to talk about the footsteps of a great leader, the footsteps of a great leader. First of all, I want to qualify this by letting you know a great leader is not someone who just has a big old following, has a whole lot of people who support them. A great leader is actually somebody, in my opinion, who has the right agenda during their leadership, has the right character, has the right personality, has the mindset that is not just about an isolated group or one race or one class of people, but a leader who is concerned about every soul on the universe. To me, that's a great leader. And Christ was one of the best examples of a great leader because he literally died for everybody, every race, every color, every people, every sect. He died for everyone. And so, first of all, we have to understand a great leader is somebody who's not selfish. I think sometimes we think a great leader is somebody who's popular, but you got to understand Hitler was an individual who was very popular, very powerful, became one of the most powerful men in the world, had millions of people following him, but he was, in my book, he was not a great leader. Hitler, some of you may not know, Hitler, before he became in power, he was sitting in prison for a year, and it was during that year where he came up with some of the craziest things, and he would begin to implement them on the nation. And so Hitler took advantage of the race issue. He was constantly demonizing the Jews and calling for their annihilation and blaming the Jews for everything that they were going through. Just blame, 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 hate, 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 evil, evil, evil. Using racism as a tool. He also took advantage of a bad economy. The Germans was in a economic depression. So, he took advantage saying, hey, the Jews are our problem. And, let's do this, let's do that. And so he wasn't leading by a great example, or leading by hope, or leading by love, or leading by unity, leading by pulling everybody together. Hitler was leading through hate and taking advantage of a bad economy. So, in my opinion, a great leader is somebody who literally cares about everybody. So, I put down 5 footsteps to a great leader. First of all, you have to have a clear and unselfish vision. That's right, clear and unselfish vision. You have to, first of all, be able to let people know exactly what it is you want to do. Exactly it is where you want to go. Exactly it is how you want to do it. But then it can't be a selfish vision. You can't say, I want to be the leader so I can be rich. I want to be the leader so I can, watch out for people who got money like I got. Those are selfish reasons for leadership. It has to be unselfish. In my opinion, it has to be leadership that is for the betterment of all mankind. Clear and unselfish vision is a step to being a footstep to being a great leader. You got to have tough skin. You got to understand you're going to be criticized. You're going to be abandoned by people who you are there for. Sometimes you're going to run into issues, financial issues, or you're going to have plans that don't work the way you thought they would work. Sometimes you're going to feel unappreciated. Sometimes you're going to be lied on. You got to have tough skin in order to be a great leader because of the things that come with the job. You got to be open-minded because you're going to have people around you with some phenomenal ideas. It may be a child who's trying to show you a new way that things are done, that'll make things smoother. It could be a spouse who may be looking at things objectively and able to give you some advice. My wife has given me much advice as I've been on this journey, and me listening has really helped me. It may be, if you're a pastor, maybe church members. You may have a plan and the church members say, Pastor, how about if we do it this way? And you be like, wow, you all plan is much better than my plan, So a great leader has to be open-minded to new ideas. You can't be closed-minded. You have to lead by example. You can't say do as I say and not as I do. A great leader has to be the first one. You know, it was beautiful watching Dr. Martin Luther King when you see those images of him at the front of the line when they were doing their marches where they might get beaten, they might get imprisoned, and you got the leader standing in front, you know, ready to go. A great leader leads by example. Don't say you're going to be a leader and you don't know how to follow. You don't know how to submit. You don't know how to, you know, I'm very leery and almost afraid of leaders who never submitted themselves to nobody or nothing. They just want the title. No, a great leader leads by example. A great leader prays, you know, because ultimately, no matter what you want to do, what you're inspired to do, or what you think you can do, we need the Lord, you know, so a great leader prays. I try to make sure I get my prayer in every morning. I be, okay, Lord, I need you today. I need your help today. I need your guidance today. I need your covering today. I need your cleansing today. You know, great leaders have to pray because we can't do it without our Father. And great leaders follow through on plans. Great leaders, people love to follow people who are able to say, hey, we said we were going to try to reach these goals. And look, you all, we're doing it. We said we're going to try to get here. And look, you all, we're doing it. We said we're going to try to accomplish this. And look, you all, we're doing it. So following through on plans makes it easier for people to support you and to follow you because they realize you don't just talk the talk, you walk the walk. Follow through on your plans, pray, lead by example, have tough skin, and have a clear vision. This has been a moment with Pastor Jeffrey. Thank you so much for joining us every morning, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. for a moment of inspiration, hope, and probably a little bit of education. We ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. And if you would like, send a little something to the Cash App to keep us flowing and going.